Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric, and this is Rome, and we're back with another MechWarrior 5 Mercenary series. This time we are going to be playing the arena. It is going to be our priority, not an exclusive, but our priority. I can't talk. Our priority is to play through the arena. Now, we've got a lot of mods added to this one. So let's go quickly, and we'll talk through the mods that we have added. vonMissions. Now, this is one we're going to do towards the end. This one adds a specific kind of mission to run through and to join the Solaris 7 League. Interesting. Von Seiten has given us the entire Jonathan K. Von Seiten. Okay, all right. Anyway, we're going to do that towards the end of the series, but that's added in. We've got NextGenPilots. This is just a graphic mod to change the pilot pictures. Now, I have 2 or 3 of these I've done myself, but we are spreading the love. This one is done by Cresson, and we're going to run it and see how it looks, because why not? Mod options, I had to run over to Nexus Mods to get that one, but it is here. Obviously, that is to allow us. Some of these mods will have additional options that are only available within the mod options because there's not a spot for them, or it's not easily done in the standard option menu. Objective jump, this is to allow us to jump wherever we want with one jump instead of multiple jumps. It hasn't worked for me in the past, but I'm going to throw it in there again and see if I can figure out why. We've got arena control. Now, this is by Noop, and it is going to allow us to adjust various aspects, it says right here, including forcing smaller maps to be used, expanding and enhancing the enemy mech spawn pool, reducing match durations, and removing night extreme weather conditions. As well as altering proportions of the arena match types. I like this. I mean, a huge map in the middle of the night in a thunderstorm is not, it's not an arena match. So I like that. We're going to give it a try. I haven't used it before. We've got BattleGridOrders. We have used this one in the past. And this one is from Hesto 2, and this just gives us some more options as far as commanding our lance around. It's always a little bit of an issue in this game, but arena seems to make it even more of an issue, getting the AI to do what you would like it to do. We're going to run the Unofficial MW5 Patch. This is some stuff that comes standard if you're playing YAML. We're not playing YAML, so this gives us some of those fixes that they've done. It's some small bugs, some problems with some meshes, stuff like that are fixed. So thank you, Mace and Dead Razor, for that. QuickArmorRepair. This is from Eric Redbeard because, it's the name, right? All of us Eric's got to stick together. Even though if I'm Eric, Graybeard at this point. Anyway, this gives you your armor repair for standard and fire, ferrofibrous to happen in a day. Essentially what happens in the lore. Tabletop Rules AI mod. We're running this because some mods that I will be running say they specifically want it, or that it works well with. So we're going to run Tabletop Rules. This is an Orion. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. 1224. We've been running Tabletop Rules mods forever, and I've never been good at the name. Intelligible enemy radio chatter. I haven't run this one. This is a Sankara Samsara. I love her mods. Does good work. And so we're going to do this, and it says it makes it possible to hear what enemy characters are saying over the radio. So I don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to add it in. MercTech. MercTech is going to be one of the core groups of mods we're running. We're not running full MercTech. We're going to run MercTech Lite. But this is camera animation. This allows some extra camera options. Now, I have tried to lock the camera to the pilot head, and I just looked at the back of the inside of the mech's head. So it didn't work for me. But we'll play with it. It uses blended animation, allows you to adjust the camera shake when taking damage, and it sets animation speeds as well. Simple enhanced environment. This is a graphical one. This essentially takes the global illumination, gives it some more high contrast, just post-processing. We're not really going to play with motion blur on, so some of this stuff's not going to matter, but it does also adjust bloom in different situations as well. MercTech Lite. Like I say, this is one of the big ones. This is from Magnum GB. This allows us, among other things, to change the limbs on our mechs, to change the arms and legs as long as they're within the same weight class. It also changes the way the weapon hardpoints work. We'll see that when we get into the game. MercTech briefing audio. This one, objective jump, huh? An interesting one for it to conflict with. Anyway, it adds audio to the briefing, so I don't have to read them out myself. MercTech demolition. This removes the walls from the demolition requirements. So if you're playing a light mech in an early level mission, it gives you, well, you have to demolish this series, and it's all walls in one tiny little building, and your mech can't actually destroy those walls in any reasonable length of time, it takes out that requirement. You just have to destroy the buildings and stuff. DL6 weapon and equipment fixes. This changes some of the dates that weapons are made so that weapons don't show up before the mechs that they are on start to show up. So it plays with some of that. You can look through that. Now it is going to override some of this, and we'll see how that goes. It overrides a lot of it, to be honest. And so we will see. I got this one off of Nexus Mods when I was looking for the mod options mod. So we've got My Unit Logos mod. We've got Conflict Zone Rebalance. Instead of just having hard steps up on difficulty, this just gives you a nice curve. And you can read what it says there. Battle value for every difficulty level. Gives you a nice run up. Full spectrum. This means that each conflict zone is actually going to have a full spectrum of missions in it. So it's not just going to be level 1 mission, level 2 missions, whatever. You'll have a little bit of everything in there. It also ups the number of missions available in the deal. So we'll see how that goes. I've used it in the past. Pilot AI descriptions. This tells us what the actual pilot's level or AI that they're running off of. Are they green? Are they rookie? Are they veteran? There are keys within the text. But I don't know what all the codes in that mean, and it's just not worth my time to figure out. So we're just going to add that in there. Better Lance Med status is going to give us better paper dolls, let us have a better idea what's happening with our partners. Again, the more we know will help us deal with them better. Rebalanced and expanded mechs. This is an Ultimasters 1011, and this takes the collection of 59 mech chassis. I don't know if this is going to work well or not for us. We will see. This adds mostly unique and original loadouts, it says, so it's not really messing with the kind of the mass market stuff. But just to get us some more options as we're playing this game, we'll get a few of those. It is mostly enabled for those with Vanilla Mech Lab. There we go. We're using MercTech's Mech Lab, which isn't hugely different. So we'll see how that goes. MercTech negotiation, this changes it so that the negotiation screen is more similar to HBS's Hairbrained Schemes Battletech game. Alt faction paint. This just changes some of the colors on the faction paint schemes a little bit. So we'll see how that goes as well. Tabletop rules, rescale mechs. There you go. Reichsguard did the alt faction paint one, and tabletop rules, rescale mechs. We're going to run that rescale as well. Star map mouse over this is one of the few kind of requirements as far as I'm concerned. And this, when you mouse over a planet within the star map. Oh, big God. This is about the 4th time I've done this, so mostly just because I keep adding stuff. Anyway, I've recorded this video a bunch today. I'm getting tired of it. Classic mech collection. This is Sankara Samsara. Which adds a lot of her classic mechs that been doing up as one big group, and you can see there's a lot of stuff. Now, I'm going to play later in the game, so I wanted something that gave us clan mechs within the game, and we'll see if it works. Fingers crossed. We'll go with that. I'm not running the Xenopacks Art Optimizer, but we will run the standard optimizer. Advanced Career Start, this is going to allow us to start whenever we want. More or less, we're going to run this one. This is from Truegg. Thank you, Truegg. This is a great mod. MechWarrior 5 compatibility patch. This is another Magnum GB. And some of the stuff that we're running today requires it, so that's why that's there. We're going to run the compass headings. This just adds numbers and the inter-cardinal directions onto our compass. Xenopacks Optimized, I talked about that already. This is another XenoArg mod. And we'll see. It's got a few issues, but it always does, but it always seems to work regardless. So we'll give it a go. Better lighting. Back in the day when they decided to nerf the main game so that, you Xbox plebes could play it on your inferior hardware, this just gives us back our good stuff for playing on the PC. There's no hate here. Only love Xbox fans, honestly. But it is a thorn in the side of PC players when their games get nerfed so it can run on essentially a potato. And that brings back our graphics for us a little bit. Heat gauge, just a different graphic for the heat gauge. DAP, thank you, DAP. Mech attribute viewer. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but it gives you some more information when you mouse over a mech in the mech bay. This one is from Erot. I'm not really sure how to say that, but we're going to go with that. And then we've got the jump ship animation, which is another one from CS Soli. Thank you, man. And so that is our mod setup. Let's go ahead and jump into the game real quick. We're going to start a new career. I actually did this once and actually really liked the mechs I got, but we're going to do it again. We're going to run just on the basic start here. We are going to be from House Merrick or Merrick area. our basic story is that we are some Merrick pilots that have left the military, and we have joined together, and we are going to form our own little group to go seeking fame and fortune in the arena. And so we'll see how that goes. So year-wise, we're going to start a little later. We're going to start at the beginning of the clan invasion. Again, I want to see some of the different weapons and gear that we see as the technology changes. We're going to start with the standard 3 mil C-bills. We're going to start with 6 mechs to give us a little bit more options so we can do maybe some more of these arena missions right away. We still might struggle. We might have to get a couple more lights so we can run a full light lance. But initially, let's just go with what we get. I'm going to run slightly more, so we're going to get slightly better, a bit more. So we're going to get slightly better mechs than we would normally get. We're going to want 6 pilots, but we are going to include the commander in those 6 pilots. We're going to start a little bit higher because, in theory, we're military pilots that have left. We've got some training, maybe not a lot of experience, but we've got some training. And so we're going to go with the AI level, but we're going to leave the experience, I think, on vanilla. I think that is fine. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's going to be our start. So let's go ahead and hit select. We're not going to import anything. We're going to start a new career. We're going to escape out of all of this. We're going to jump in. We're going to take a look at our mechs and our pilots. And then we will end this kind of preview episode. And then episode 1, we'll start with some actual combat, right? We'll jump into something with that. All right. Yep. We see it. We're good. We know. We are going to be Blood and Victory, because that is going to be our series name. Now I just need to find a graph. I think I'm just going to go with our Rome Bison. I've got him up here somewhere in my group. Thought about doing that one because I like that. We did this one last time. I like that one. I think we're just going to go with the Bison. Blood and Victory there. Oh, we got some mechs we probably shouldn't have. We have an mech. We've got an Jaguar. Maybe we snagged that at the beginning of the Clan Wars. Somehow I accidentally ended up with it. Doesn't quite fit our lore, but we're fitting at the year where that mech exists. It's just it probably shouldn't be in our hands at this year. So, but that's fine. That's fine. So there are some few issues, and they may not work here. We'll find out. We've got 5 mechs here. This one probably comes from the 59 mechs. This one comes from Sankara's Classic, and then the Sentinel probably also comes from this one, but I'm not sure on that. So, all right, well, we've got a Locust, machine guns and medium lasers. We've got an Ebon Jaguar, okay, with nothing. It's supposed to have, well, let's see if we've got missiles in it. This might be a, nothing. Okay, so we might have to redo this, but that's okay. That's okay. And then we've got a Hollander here. I really wish this would work because I love that. It just looks so good, doesn't it? Love the smiley face on there too. I love the paint scheme on it. A little bit upset that we probably can't do that. Well, the Classic, let's see. Does this one have stuff on it? No. Okay. What we might have to do, we might have to turn those 2 mods off. Start our game. That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the mods off. We're going to start the game again. And then we'll turn those mods back on once our initial lance has been created. Right? So we don't run into this. The Sentinel looks good too. Look at that. And a Javelin. All right, let's go ahead and do that real quick. So give me a second, and we'll make that change, and then we'll be back. All right, we are back. Let's see what mechs we got this time. Okay, we've got a Hunchy. Not too bad. Happens to be a 4H AC-10. Lasers. Pretty good. We've got a Javelin. 2 SRM-6s on the 10N, one of my favorites. We've got a Quick Draw, 4 medium lasers, LRM-10 SRM-4, a Shadowhawk, AC-5 burst fire, okay, LRM, SRM, and medium laser. We've got another Javelin, this is the 4 medium lasers, and we've got a Vulcan. So 5 medium lasers, machine gun, and a flamer. Okay, not too bad. Of the times that I have restarted this series, as I've added mods, this is probably my least favorite group of mechs we've got. But I think it's a good group. We've got 2 lights, we've got 4 mediums. So we could jump right into medium mech missions in theory if we wanted to. But we do probably want to get ourselves a couple more lights, but we should be able to do that reasonably quickly. We could even go with an Irby or something like that in there if we wanted to. But we might be able to get a few of those going. Let's take a look at our barracks and see the pilots we have. I like this. This is a good looking mod. I think he did a good job with this one. I'm assuming a he, I'm not sure. Okay, obviously me, 1s and 2s, max of 10. We've got Dahlia, the Black Dahlia. She stinks. I'm kind of okay with energy. Don't ask her to pull the trigger on anything else. She's evasive. I guess that means we're going to put her in a light mech. So my goal initially, thought is, we've got 6 pilots and 6 mechs. Everybody gets their own personalized mech initially, right? As we play through this, maybe we'll change that because we will have more than 6 mechs. But I think initially we're going to have these 6 mechs, and if those mechs go in, then that pilot goes in. That's the goal. So we have to figure that out. And I'll probably spend some time offline doing that. Kevin's great. 7s for missiles and energy, very nice, and for evasion. Again, that's also good for light and mediums like that. We've got Lucas Beaumont, who again is not very good, but at least he's got some autocannon skills. He's more of a tank. Yeah, autocannon and energy. He can handle a little bit of tanking. He can handle a little bit of heat. Not a lot of evasion, so he's not a evasive boy there. So maybe something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe the Hunchy for him. We've got Nikolai Ivanov. Ivanov. Yeah, Ivanov. Yeah, I think it was right. I don't know. I said that about 6 different ways there. But Nikolai, what do we got? Good missiles, and not bad across the bottom. So we'll have to see. Maybe. I'm kind of thinking maybe. Well, you'd be really good in the Super Javi, the SRM one. But you've also got good energy. You don't have good energy, so maybe you would go in the Super Javi, which is the 10N SRM6 model, with good missiles, reasonable evasion, a little bit of stuff down there, and then we've got Stabjorn here, Maesto. Decent energy, okay missiles, not too bad. None of these guys completely suck, except really for Dahlia, and she hopefully can avoid being hit. That is going to be that. So that's that. That's going to be our Blood and Victory save. That's a rundown on all the mods we're going to use, and we will get into it. I guess I can show you the star map where we're starting, because I don't know that yet either. We're going to start down here. Fagerholm, right down there near Thurrock, Claybrook, all that sort of stuff. So I'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm going to attempt to have most of this series, if not all of this series, pre-recorded while I'm on vacation. So if you would like to see all of it, whatever is recorded and edited will be uploaded when this video goes live. And you may be able to sit down and binge watch the entire series by being a member. Channel membership link is down below. One of those previews, though, is early access to videos and member-only videos. So if you're interested in that, check the information down below. There is also a link to our Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord and join the conversation on how these series go, we would love to have you. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.